Right, thanks for joining me for another episode of What Happened in Coppell, the podcast devoted to Coppell stories and Coppell history. As always, if you enjoy the stories that you hear, you can find more like them in the Citizens Advocate newspaper, the Coppell Historical Society's webpage, and in my book, Legendary Locals of Coppell. So 20 years ago, Coppell held its first ever PigFest. Now, if you're not familiar with PigFest, that's because it only lasted a couple of years. The event was a city-sponsored festival that took place at Andy Brown Park. Well, why pigs were chosen as the theme of the event is a bit of a mystery. One theory has to do with a common misperception about Coppell history, which suggests that Coppell used to be primarily a pig farming town. In fact, there was only one really significant pig farm in town, and it was run by the Ottinger family. It sat at the corner of present-day Sandy Lake and Denton Tap Road, where Tom Thumb now is. Whatever the reason, pigs were the theme, and all of the events centered around pigs or pork. There was a pork cook-off, pig races, a petting zoo, and pot-bellied pig fashion shows. A band called Trout Fishing in America supplied the music, and there was even a parade that went along with it. Now, sadly, the event fizzled out after a couple years and was never heard of again, at least until 2009. In an odd sort of footnote to PigFest, a book was written called Garlic Capital of the World. It dealt with Gilroy, California, and their annual Garlic Festival. For whatever reason, the author decided to talk about how great Gilroy's Garlic Festival was and used Coppell's PigFest as an example of what not to do. For June 27th, I'm Sean Jicks. That's how it happened in Coppell.